Hi everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video we have my project pen update for the month of June, and this update has been quite delayed. Usually I like to do my updates at the end of each month, but now we're doing it at the beginning because I couldn't really fit it in my schedule last week. But today I finally have my project pen update for the month of June. I can tell from the views that you guys really love watching these videos and I love making them. I have been really enjoying my project pen, but I've also kind of been searching for what the best way for me to do my project pen is, because this is actually the first year I'm doing a project pen, so I'm still experiencing how long it actually takes to use up something. And today I'm actually changing out two products, one because I didn't like it anymore and the other one because I don't think it's a realistic goal to hit pen on it by the end of this year, so that's why I'm switching out two products. But for the rest, I'm really enjoying this project pen and I'm also enjoying to update you guys on my progress. So if you are new here, then hi, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you found it. I upload beauty videos 4 times a week and I would love it if you subscribed. But for now, if you want to see my project pen update for the month of June, then please keep watching. So I'm going to start with the two products I'm going to be removing from my project pen. The first one is the Bare Minerals bronzer. I think I put this in my project pen last month to replace another item as well. This is what the Bare Minerals bronzer looks like. I have mine in the shade Kiss of Pink and this is a really beautiful blush, but the reason I'm taking this out of the project is because I don't think it's a realistic goal at all to hit pen on this by the end of the year. I have been trying to use this a bit more for the past month or two and I'm barely seeing any progress, so I don't think it is realistic to hit pen on this. So that is why I'm removing the Bare Minerals bronzer from my project pen. I am still keeping this in my collection, but I'm not going to be having it in my project pen anymore. I'm still going to use it a lot though. I really enjoy using it, but in terms of hitting goals on my project pen products, I don't think it's realistic to hit pen on this by the end of 2022. So that is why the Bare Minerals bronzer is leaving the project pen. And the other product that is leaving my project pen is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I have been working on this product since the beginning of this project and I'm definitely still seeing some progress, but I'm going to take this out because I no longer really enjoy using it. It also only has a 6-month shelf life, so it is technically expired by now, and with cream and liquid products I'm usually a bit more careful with the expiration date, so I don't know how comfortable I feel using this. I haven't reached for this in quite a while, but I don't want to force myself to use it if I don't feel like reaching for it. So that is why I have decided to replace the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer with a different product. Both of the products I'm going to be replacing these two products with I will show at the end of the video. So now let's look at a product I actually have made a lot of progress on. That is the Kosas Cloud Set Powder in the shade Breezy. I put this in my project pen I think last month as well, and I have tried to use this a bit more than I used to, and I'm definitely seeing a lot of progress on here. You really see a big dip in the middle, and I really enjoy using this powder. It's definitely more of a lightweight powder, and usually when I set my face with powder, I like the result to be a non-sticky base, and sometimes if I only apply a little bit of this, my base still feels a little bit sticky, which I have to apply quite a lot of this powder, so I'm not entirely sure if I like this powder as much as everyone else, it seems. But since I have spent money on it, I do still want to use it up. I was just a little bit disappointed by this powder. Everyone was saying it's so blurry and so great. Such an amazing powder, and while I do like using it, I don't really see the hype behind this one. I think it isn't just a nice powder, but I have other nice powders in my collection as well. But I'm still trying to use this one a lot and I've definitely made some progress on this, so I'm quite proud of the progress on the Kosas Cloud Set Powder. But the next product I want to look at is the Tarte Breezy Cream Bronzer, which I have in the shade Seychelles. Now I put this in my project pen I think 2 months ago at the same time as my bronzer, and this is what it's currently looking like. I will also insert the overlays as well. One thing I forgot to say is I have been starting to make video overlays to show you guys the progress instead of the photos. Before I used to insert photos on the screen, but I feel like with videos it's a little bit easier to see how much progress there actually is. So this bronzer I have been enjoying a lot. I think it's a really nice bronzer. It is a little deep for me, but I can definitely make it work. It's not too deep, and I really like the formula of this as well. I was doing a really good job at reaching for this very consistently, but then Charlotte Tilbury released the other cream bronzer and I have been using that one a lot as well. So since I've had that bronzer in my collection, I haven't been reaching for this one as much, but I still really enjoy it and I think I can definitely hit pen on this one. And I'm definitely excited to keep using this one as well. Then my Natasha Denona Retro Palette. I'm so close to hitting pin on this one, and the shade I'm talking about is this one here called Andy. There is a huge dip in here. I don't know if you can see, but every time I use this palette, I try to use that shade, and I'm like, I'm definitely going to hit pin on it now, but I haven't hit pin on it, which is kind of sad because the dip in that shade really looks super deep. So I hope that I had hit pin on it by this update, but I haven't, so I'm hoping to hit pin on it by the next update. That being said, I'm sort of like losing my interest in this palette. It is a nice palette, but I'm like kind of over the mauve tones at the moment. I prefer more brown tones at the moment, or really rosy ones like my Petric Top palette. So the tones of this palette I haven't been enjoying the most, so I haven't been reaching for this palette the most. If I would enjoy these tones more, I think I would have hit pin on it already. I still want to keep it in the project because it is a really gorgeous palette, and I'm sure I'll fall back in love with it. And since the dip in this pen is so deep, I think I can definitely hit pen on this by my July update, but we'll see about that. But that is the Natasha Denona Midi Retro palette. Next up, the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer. This really is a never-ending bronzer. Every time I use this, I'm like, when am I going to hit pen on this? I see people have hit pen on this, and I'm like, how often do they use it? Because I already use it almost every single day, and I still haven't hit pen on it, and I've had it for almost 2 years. I think the reason for that is because technically the shade medium probably isn't the best shade for my skin tone, so I only have to take a little bit of this and it's the perfect tone, but I shouldn't take too much of this because then it's going to be a little too deep for my skin tone. But still, I feel like I'm using this one so much, and I just don't see any pin coming soon. I thought I was close to hitting pin, but then when I saw other people's bronzer, they had like a bigger dip in this than I have, and they also still hadn't hit pin, so I'm like starting to doubt whether I'm going to hit pin on it this year. I'm saying that as if it's a negative thing, which it actually isn't, because it is a beautiful bronzer. I paid a lot for it, so I don't mind to still have it in my collection for a bit longer. But I just don't get why I can't hit pen on this. There is so much product in here apparently. I really enjoy using it, so I don't feel the need to finish it up anytime soon. But that is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer. Speaking of a never-ending product, we have my Charlotte Tilbury Hot Lips 2 in the shade Dancefloor Princess. I'm still trying to use this up, you guys. At the beginning I thought it was going to be really easy, but now I've actually reached for this quite consistently in the last month, and I was like putting it next to the other marks from last month, and I feel like it's still in the exact same position. Now I am measuring on the largest side, and I feel like on this side, so the shorter side, I have made a little bit more progress, because usually this is the part that is touching my lips and this one not as much. So I feel like the angle is just going to get a little bit bigger. I feel like the actual lipstick looks a little bit smaller, and I've definitely been doing a better job at reaching for this lipstick. I have definitely fallen back in love with it. It is a beautiful shade, and I just love wearing this. So I'm definitely going to keep this in the project pan, because even though there is a lot of products in here, I still think I can use it up by the end of 2022. So that is my Charlotte Tilbury Dancefloor Princess lipstick. Now the good old Tarte Juicy palette. This one I'm also trying to hit pen on. With this one and also the Midi Retro, the goal is just to hit pen on the one shade. I don't need to hit pen on every single shade. I just want to hit pen on one of the shades. And I feel like this one I really enjoy using. I feel like I reach for it a lot, but at the same time, I feel like these shadows especially are quite pigmented, so I don't need to take a lot of them. I'm guessing the first shade I will hit pen on is either going to be Blossom, Rose, or Petal, because those are the shades I'm using the most. I'm definitely making progress on this palette, but I don't think it's super easy to actually hit pen on it. So I'm definitely just going to keep trying to hit pen on this. It is a beautiful palette, and in the meantime, I just really enjoy using it. I love the looks that I create with this. I know not everyone is a big fan of this palette, but for me and the type of makeup that I look to do, it suits my preferences really well. So that is the Tarte Juicy eyeshadow palette. I have one more update to share, and then I'll share the 2 new products that I'm adding into the project pan. I want to show you guys the progress that I've made on my Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops. I love this product, you guys. I put it in the project pan because I know I can use this one up because of how much I enjoy it, and I used it today. I hadn't reached for it in like a week or something, and I used it today, and it really reminded me of how much I enjoy it. First of all, I love the smell. I didn't think I was going to love it because I don't always like like watermelon scent, but this one is really subtle and it just smells really nice. But this product, you guys, it's so nice. Today I applied it as a serum before my moisturizer, and that is usually how I like to reach for it. But I also love mixing this with foundations to make full coverage foundations a bit more glowy and a bit more of a skin tint. So this really is a multi-purpose product for me, and because of that reason I've definitely made some progress on this. Now what I'm going to do after this video is actually buy a Sharpie, because I keep saying that in every single video and I just always forget to buy one. And I really want to mark how much I've used this one, because I know I've made some progress on this, but it's kind of hard to tell because I didn't like draw lines where the actual product was. So that is the Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops. I still think I can use this one up by the end of 2022. The first new product I'm adding into the project pan is my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I really like this one, but I don't reach for it a lot, so that is why I want to put it into the project pan. I sometimes just forget to reach for a setting spray, even though I do need it when the weather is a bit more humid or I have a long day at work. So this is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray from Charlotte Tilbury, which I have in the mini size. And as you can see, I've already made a lot of progress on this. It's almost getting empty, so that is why I wanted to put this in the project pan. I feel like adding this in is going to make me a little bit more excited about doing this project pan, because with all the other products, I feel like it just takes quite a while to see progress in them and to hit pan on them or use them up just to reach my goals. And I think with this one, because it is already used up to quite an extent, I feel like I'm going to be motivated by actually reaching my goal on one of the products. And the last product I want to add is the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand in the shade Spotlight. Now I want your advice on this, because how am I going to be able to track my progress on this? This is what it's currently looking like. I've already used it quite a few times, but I feel like I cannot tell how much I've actually used. So how do you guys measure your progress on a product like this where you're unable to see the inside? I definitely want to work on this product since it was quite expensive. And I'm not really reaching for it a lot at the moment, even though it is a beautiful product. So I definitely want to add this into the project pan. I feel like I'm really going to enjoy using this as a highlighter, but I also want to try to mix this with some liquid blushes to make them a bit more glowy. So let me know how I'm able to track my progress on this one. I would love your advice on that. But that is the Charlotte Tilbury Spotlight highlighter that's going to be added into the project pan. Okay everyone, then this was it for my project pen update for the month of June. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching. Let me know what you thought of the progress I have made on these products, and also let me know what you think of the new products I've added. And I would love your advice on how I'm able to track the progress on my Charlotte Tilbury highlighter wand. Also let me know if you are doing a project pen, what progress you have made in the past month. I love watching project pen videos, so if you also have a YouTube channel, definitely leave your video down below so I can see your progress as well. And if you did enjoy this video, then I would absolutely love it if you gave it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you don't want to miss any of my videos. All of these things would help me so much with my channel and I'd really appreciate it. But with that said, and to thank you guys all so much for watching, I really hope you have an amazing day and I really hope to see you in my next video. Bye!